IVF, in vitro fertilization, has been a hot topic on the campaign trail this year. It's seen as a miracle treatment for thousands of families struggling with infertility, but it's also known for being extremely expensive and unattainable for many others. Joining us today is Flory Wilson, CEO of Reproductive and Maternal Health Compass. Flory, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we all know IVF is very expensive. Other treatments like it, very expensive, but it is sometimes covered by health insurance. Can you tell us what kinds of benefits are often covered that people might not be aware of?
Yeah, first off, I think it's important for people to recognize these benefits are incredibly popular. Workers want access to a range of reproductive and maternal health benefits, including family formation, IVF, et cetera. And employers have an opportunity to retain talent, have productive, loyal workers, and to get the best talent when they're providing these kinds of best-in-class benefits. So there are a variety of ways that employers can do this. One is just offering it through your standard employer-sponsored health plans, whether it's a self-insured plan, which is what large employers use, where they can really define the benefits that are covered, or whether they're a smaller employer on a fully insured health plan. Either way, employers should be able to integrate those types of benefits into their health plan offerings. There's another mechanism or route that's become much more popular over the last 10 years or so that employers can also pursue. And that's using these third-party platforms like Carrot, Maven, Progeny. Again, these are like third-party kind of women's health platforms that employers can add to their health plans that cover a range of women's health and reproductive health and maternal health benefits, whether it's those family formation and fertility procedures, whether it's doula or other kind of pre and postnatal benefits. But these are really popular, and the wonderful thing about the proliferation of these benefits and the proliferation of these platforms is that it's actually helped to start drive down costs. So employers using a Carrot, a Maven, or Progeny are actually going to start paying a little bit less than they would have 10 years ago for some of these procedures. The last thing I would say is, offering these benefits builds goodwill with your workers. It's something that especially Gen Z and millennials want. And the reality is, one or two employees a year might actually need to take advantage of the benefit, but you don't know you need it until you're in that moment. And having the knowledge that your employer has your back, regardless of what your reproductive and maternal health needs are going to be, it just goes a long way towards building goodwill.
Sure. I'm sure it varies, but in general, what does that coverage look like? Is it a discount on that very expensive cost, or are these services sometimes completely covered?
Yeah, it depends. There's a range, but through many of these, again, those kind of third-party platforms like Carrot, Maven, Progeny, the way they price these is they price it by what they call life cycle. So anything that the employee is going to need or their dependent needs, whether that's basic kind of fertility diagnostic testing, it may be some basic drugs or IUI, whatever those needs are, if they are able to result in a productive pregnancy, then that's the whole cost, and that may include IVF. And again, that's kind of life cycle pricing. Employers can choose. Do we want to cover kind of one life cycle, two life cycle, three life cycle or fertility cycles? So employers can really look at the cost and determine how strong of a benefits package can we cover for our workers. Then there's a different approach that other platforms use, which is just a kind of a set the dollar amount of benefit that the employer will cover. We are just finishing up an evaluation of the 100 largest employers in the U.S. looking at their family formation benefits. We've seen everything from employers that aren't covering, anything, and they're certainly today in the minority, up to companies that cover up to $75,000 over a lifetime maximum benefit payout. So, again, employers should just get started and figure out what can they afford now, and then see how the program works over time. But their workers are going to love them for it. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how they're priced.
Sure does. Flory Wilson from Reproductive and Maternal Health Compass, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks so much.